Alright, so it's another year and that means it's another iPhone. This one is a 17 Pro. The big news about the 17 Pro is the new redesign. It has this camera visor up at the top. If we go ahead and open it up, we can see the orange color in person for the very first time. Let's take off the plastic covering that is covering the screen, and here we go. Quite satisfying if I do say so myself. The orange color is quite nice. It reminds me of the desert sands of Arrakis from the Dune movies. Let's put it down and see what else you get in the box. You get the USB-C charging cable and then this little paper pamphlet. And let's go ahead and set up our new iPhone. So what you're going to want to do is put it next to your old one and it'll come up with this holographic QR code thing that you scan. And all you have to do is just keep those two phones near each other and it'll sync everything automatically for you. This time around, it only took me about 20 minutes from beginning to end, which is really good compared to the literal hours it used to take me on previous transfers. Let's talk about why this iPhone is designed the way it is. They turned it into this aluminum chassis because the 15 and 16 Pros that were made out of the titanium frame were notorious for overheating. They were the hottest iPhones I've ever used. And now this iPhone with this aluminum chassis has a vapor chamber that brings heat to the edge of the device where it can more easily be cooled down through the aluminum. So even if this phone gets hot, it gets cooler a lot faster. Now, one thing that does concern me about the aluminum is that it would scratch a lot easier. The 16 Pro's titanium was such a tank when it came to scratches. Even if you dropped it, it would just really eat it up and make it look almost beautiful. I'm not sure how well the aluminum is going to resist all of the scratches and scuffs, but Apple says this is their most scratch-resistant iPhone ever, but only time will tell if that is actually true or just Apple marketing jargon. So let's take a look at the cameras now. This year, the presets are 0.5, 1, 2, 4, and 8, and then the telephoto can zoom all the way into 40x. You can see that it zooms really far into Kylo Ren here, but it does get a little bit grainy. But overall, I love these presets a lot more than what I had in last year's because the telephoto last year was 5x. But 5x was kind of an awkward distance where it was a little bit too far, so I'm really glad that I have the option for 4x now. Also, the transition between the lenses are so much smoother on this year's iPhone. Also, even though the camera bump is now a lot more even, there still is a bit of a rock, especially if you hit the bottom right-hand corner. So, those are my first impressions on the new iPhone 17 Pro. I'm still not crazy about the design, to be honest, but I'm gonna let it grow on me. There have been plenty of times in the past when Apple has made pretty drastic design changes, and although I didn't like it at first, they always did grow on me because you saw it everywhere. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.